Hi there! Welcome back to my channel. So, andito na naman si Binibining Linsay para mag-share sa inyo ng panibagong kaalaman. Alright, so for today's video, ayan. So, natapos ko nang ma-discuss yung mga classroom observable indicators na kailangan nating i-prepare for this school year 2025-2026. Now, mag-move naman tayo dito sa ating mga non-observable indicators, no? So, baka kasi akala natin, prepare to kapag tapos na yung school year, no? Kaya ngayon pa lang, diniscuss ko na siya ng mas maaga para mapaghandaan natin. Kasi based on sa mga nakausap ko rin, no, from different divisions na mga teachers na nag-seek na ng help sa akin ng applications nila, isa sa naging reason kung ba't hindi sila nakapag-apply sa higher teaching position is itong mga non-classroom observable indicators. Kasi dito talaga sila nagkaroon ng satisfactory, unsatisfactory, poor. Yan. So, hanggat maaga pa, no, tingnan na natin, no, yung mga dapat nating i-prepare. Kasi, nakafocus tayo dito sa timeliness, no? Baka hindi natin alam na dapat may MOVs pala tayo ng first quarter pa lang, no? Tayo ay nasa second quarter na if I'm not mistaken. So, dapat nagawa na natin to first quarter pa lang. So, yun yung essence kung bakit i-discuss natin to for today. Yan. So, disclaimer lang din, no? Ang basis natin dito is itong PMS tool for beginning towards to proficient teachers. So, this is for teachers 1 to teachers 3. Another thing, yung mga i-share ko sa inyo mga examples, no? Ay naka-base lang din naman lahat dito and based sa orientation sa aming school. Pero better, of course, na mag-seek pa rin kayo ng information or details dun sa inyong mga technical providers or mga technical assistance providers. Okay, so i-discuss na natin ano ba tong mga indicators for non-observable, no? Alright. Ay, mag-next. Okay, so ito yung 5 na non-classroom observable indicators na dapat nating paghandaan ngayong school year 2025-2026. And magbibigay din tayo ng examples, ano bang mga MOVs yung kailangan natin dito. And paano natin ma-achieve or makukuha yung highest possible score na 5. Okay, so simulan natin dun sa unang indicator or non-classroom observable indicator. Participated in collegial discussion that use teacher and learner feedback to enrich teaching practice. So, familiar tayo, no? For sure na-encounter nyo to nung nag-apply kayo sa ECP. So, ayan, ma-encounter na naman natin siya this school year dun sa ipapasa nating PMS. So, ano ba sinasabi dito, no? Okay, so ano mga kailangan nating MOVs to achieve the highest possible score, which is yung 5, yung outstanding, no? Yan, so meron ditong quality and timeliness. Tingnan yung mabuti. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na second quarter na ngayon, so dapat nagawa nyo to ng first quarter. Okay? So, any one of the following documents, proof of attendance in LAC session, meetings, other collegial discussions related to the indicator. So, ito nga sinasabi ko, no? Dapat ng first quarter pa lang naka-attend ka na ng LAC session, meetings, and for sure, hindi naman tayo nawawalan yan. Number 2, learning journal showing the teacher reflection on enriching his/her teaching practice based on LAC sessions, meetings, other collegial discussion on teacher and learner feedback with proof of attendance. Yan. So, dapat kapag merong meetings or LAC session, pinipicturean nyo rin yung mga attendance and nagsusulat talaga kayo or may journal kayong ginagamit, no? And number 3, accomplishment report minutes of LAC session or other collegial discussion highlighting the teacher's contribution in the professional collaboration. Okay, so paano daw natin makukuha yung outstanding? Nakalagay dito sa quality, shared insights and or suggestion on the effective use of the teacher and learner feedback during LAC session meetings, other collegial discussion to enrich teaching practice as evidence by MOV3. So meaning to say, para ka maka-5 ay naipakita mo itong or meron ka nitong MOV number 3, no? Accomplishment report minutes of LAC session of or other collegial discussion highlighting the teacher's contribution in the professional collaboration. So, syempre, dito, na-highlight din dapat yung mga na-share mong insights, no, or suggestion nung kayo ay nag-meeting or nag-LAC session. So, meaning to say, ibig sabihin, kung para magkaroon ka nitong accomplishment report, dapat meron ka nitong 1 and 2, no? So, hindi ibig sabihin nakalagay lang dito MOV3, wala ka na neto. Paano ka nagkaroon ng accomplishment report kung hindi mo naman nagawa tong 1 and 2, no? Kaya better na ilagay rin po natin kasi mas ma-highlight dyan yung naging insights natin, especially dun sa journal na ginawa natin, no? Dito naman sa part na to is pwede ka manghingi ng copy ng minutes no or report nung LAC session nyo na naganap. No, wala namang problema doon. So, pwede ka manghingi ng copy niyan. So, maaga pa lang, gawin na natin siya, no? Tingnan naman natin yung timeliness. Participated in collegial discussion on teacher and learner feedback across 4 quarters. Meaning to say, across 4 quarters, every quarter, meron ka dapat itong accomplishment report or minutes of LAC session, or sasabi ko nga kanina, dapat meron ka ng lahat ng to, no? Kasi hindi mo naman ma-achieve tong accomplishment report or minutes ng LAC session kung hindi mo rin naman to nagawang 1 and 2. So, better ilagay natin, no? I-keep natin ng i-keep. Sabi ko nga, second quarter pa lang, pa-start pa lang ulit yung another LAC sessions or meetings na meron kayo, no? So, i-keep na natin tong tatlong to, no? And yung sa first quarter, kung meron kayo nun, agad-agad, kunin nyo na agad, or kung meron may copy ng accomplishment report or ng minutes ng LAC session nyo, mag-seek na kayo agad ng copy, proof of attendance nyo, i-save nyo na lahat. Yan. So, para maaga pa lang ay wala tayong nagiging problema dito, no? Kaya, yun po. Para makuha natin yung highest possible score na 5, kailangan nagawa natin itong tatlong to. For the quality, and sabi nga dito may timeliness, every quarter ginagawa natin to. Yan. So, that's for this non-classroom observable indicator. Participated in collegial discussions that use teacher and learner feedback to enrich teaching practice. So, hindi ko na dinidiscuss yung iba, no? Kasi sabi ko nga, malaking factor na sa atin ngayon tong performance rating since isa na to sa nagiging basis, no, ng ating application sa ECP or para tayo ay makapag-apply for higher teaching position. So, kailangan na natin talagang ilaban lahat ito, no, mapa COI or mapa NCOI na part ng performance rating. Kaya dapat ang lagi nating ini-aim is yung outstanding. Alright. Next, monitored and evaluated learner progress and achievement using learner attainment data. Okay, so ano naman yung sinasabi dito, no? So, ano yung MOVs na kailangan natin? Any one of the following documents: class record, test result and analysis, remedial and intervention program plan, report on remedial and intervention program. So, sa quality, implemented the intervention plan based on the learner attainment data as evidenced by MOV number 4. So, kagaya kanina, kahit MOV4 yung nakalagay dito, hindi mo naman makukuha tong report on remedial and intervention program kung wala ka nitong 1, 2, 3. 'Di ba? So, yan. Kinakailangan kahit nakalagay lang dito sa outstanding or para makuha tong outstanding ay MOV number 4, meron ka rin dapat ng 1, 2, 3 kasi mga ginamit mo yan para magawa mo tong report on remedial and intervention program. So, walang nakalagay dito na timeliness at may nakalagay ditong maximum number of cross-cutting MOV to be presented isa. No? Ako kasi, ang ginagawa ko dito, every quarter meron talaga ako. Pag may na-identify ako mga learners at risk, no, talagang gumagawa ako ng remediation or intervention plan para sa kanila. So, ngayon, ako, nung first quarter, nakagawa na ako ng accomplishment report ko na nagawa ko talaga siya. At the same time, pinagamit ko sa mga bata, especially yung mga student at risk. No, na-implement talaga natin tong intervention plan natin based doon sa data na meron tayo. Kasi sa class record makikita naman natin yan, no? Ano yung mga ginawa natin para sa mga learners at risk. Hindi lang naman yung at risk, kahit yung dun sa mga matataas na, meron pa ba tayong pwedeng ibigay sa kanila na enrichment activities or kung ano man. Kung wala na, dun sa mga student at risk, ano yung possible natin gawin? So, kailangan na ma-monitor natin palagi yung progress ng bata. So, yun yung sinasabi dito, no? So, para ka maka-5 outstanding, meron kang MOV4. Pero, syempre, bago mo makuha yung MOV4, dumaan ka na dito sa 1, 2, 3 na to, na MOVs. Kaya meron ka na rin dapat yan. And, payo lang din, no, or suggestion lang din, no? Kung meron naman tayo lahat ng to, wag na nating ipitin, ilagay na natin lahat kasi magagamit natin yan pag nag-apply tayo sa higher teaching position under ECP system, diba? So, i-keep na natin lahat yan kasi meron naman tayo yan. And kahit walang nakalagay na timeliness dito, kung ginagawa mo yan every quarter, i-keep mo na. Lagi ka dapat may receiving copy at may pirma lagi dapat ng mga mentor natin, no? Yan. Okay. Next. Communicated promptly and clearly the learner's needs, progress, and achievement to key stakeholders including parents, guardians. So dito ay napakalaki na agad ang chance ng mga advisor, no? Kasi meron sila na lagi nito every quarter. Okay, so ito yung mga means of verification. Any of the following documents. Sample corrected test paper of learner in learning area with parents or guardian signature. Data receipt, or as much as possible, may feedback. Narrative documentation minutes of the meeting with key stakeholders, yung mga PTA meeting. Report card with parents and guardian signatures and feedback in all quarters, supported by minutes of the meeting. Communication log with key stakeholders, example, parents, guardians, co-teachers, LGU, etc. using various modalities. So, pwedeng online to, pwedeng letters, pwedeng face-to-face, kung paano nyo pinag-log yung mga nakausap niyong parents or guardians. Other, please specify with annotations, no? Okay, so para makuha yung highest possible score, which is 5 or outstanding. Sa quality, secured commitment and agreement from key stakeholders including parents, guardians on the communicated learner's needs, progress, and achievement as evidence by the MOB presented. Okay? So, sa efficiency, presented 4 acceptable MOVs. So, meaning to say, lahat yan meron ka dapat. Another thing, sa timeliness, MOVs presented show the prompt communication of learners' needs, progress, and achievement across 4 quarters. Meaning to say, itong 4 na to, dapat across 4 quarters, meron ka. Sample corrected test paper, narrative documentation of minutes, no? Report card with parents and guardian signature, communication log with key stakeholders. Yan. So, medyo mahirap tong part na to, no? Kasi, syempre, nakalagay dito, 4 acceptable MOVs. E, paano kung subject teacher ka nga? Sa advisor kasi, talagang malaki yung chance nilang makuha lahat ng 4 na to, no? E, paano kung di ka advisor, subject teacher ka lang? So, makakatulong kung meron tayong yung notebook, yan, na naglalag yung mga parents na nakakausap natin. Pictures, pwede rin naman, no? Kasi may nakalagay naman dito, others, please specify. Yan. Sample corrected test paper, pwede tayo dyan, subject teachers, no? Yan, narrative, documentation, or minutes of the meeting. Kung minute mo or nagkaroon ka ng conference dun sa nanay nung student at risk, yan, ipalag natin, no? Magkaroon tayo ng minutes din, papirmahan natin sa kanila. Kung nagkaroon ng kasunduan, commitment form, yan, pwede rin natin gamitin. Kung nag-home visit ka, yan, pwede rin natin yung magamit as MOVs. Yun yung iba pang mga MOVs na pwede natin idagdag kung subject teacher ka at nahihirapan kang makahanap ng ibang MOVs. Yun nga lang, 4 yung kailangan nating MOVs every quarter. Kasi may timeliness tayo dito, no? Across 4 quarters siya. Okay? Yan. So, dapat first quarter pa lang nakapag-seek na tayo, ng 4 na MOVs dito. Yan. Okay, next. Apply the personal philosophy of teaching that is learner-centered. Yan. So, ano naman dito ang sinasabi? Kailangan natin ng MOVs, any of the following crafted and used by proficient teacher in actual classroom instruction. Ibig sabihin, nagamit mo talaga sa pagtuturo. Lesson plan, activity sheets, visual aids, instructional materials, assessment materials, with annotations describing the application of personal philosophy of teaching that is learner-centered. Ito naman is, alam nyo yung parang kahawig to nung use research base, yung gumamit tayo ng mga theories and principles of teaching. Dito naman, bilang teacher, ano yung mga personal philosophy na gawa mo na learner-centered, no? Na makakatulong talaga sa mga bata. Dapat evident yun sa lesson plan. Let's say, for example, nagpa-groupings ka. Na sila yung pinag-isip mo, ginamit nila yung creativity nila, etc. So, nagkaroon ng collaborative learning. So, pwede mo siyang i-annotate na doon na de-describe yung application ng personal philosophy of teaching that is learner-centered. Yung mga collaborative activities naman is mga learner-centered activities yung mga yan. Okay, para ka maka-5, demonstrated a clear, theory-informed, learner-centered philosophy and justified how it shaped the design of instructional materials with strong alignment shown through specific and reflective annotation. So, dapat ma-annotate mo siya ng maayos na talagang nakatulong tong activities, no? Or strategies na ginamit mo sa mga bata at naipakita dito yung pagiging learner-centered para ka makakuha ng outstanding. So, i-annotate natin yon. And lastly, set professional development goals based on the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So, PPST 7.5.2. Yan. Objective 14 na to, no? Means of verification. Any one of the following, pero syempre dapat meron tayong lahat ng to, no? Certification from the ICT coordinator, school head, focal person in charge of ESAT. So, ito yung ESAT. Dapat to first quarter pa nga lang meron na, no? Pero antayin natin yung ibibigay talagang template sa atin. Pero kahit wala pang ESAT na binibigay ng first quarter, dapat nagsa-self-rate na rin tayo o nagkakaroon na tayo ng reflections or self-reflection sa mga MOVs na to. Ano ba talaga dito yung kailangan kong i-improve, no? Or ano naman dito yung strength ko na, no? Para pag dumating na tong template nito mismo, is alam na natin yung isasagot din natin na needs to improve natin and strength natin. IPSR FDP, mid-year review form, updated IPSR FDP from phase 2. Okay, for the quality, updated professional development goals during phase 2 of the PMES cycle as evidenced by MOV4. Pero syempre, bago ka naman magkaroon ng MOV4 or yung updated IPSR FDP, meron ka naman na itong tatlong to or napagdaanan mo na itong tatlong to. Efficiency, presented for acceptable MOVs. Ito yung sasabi ko, no? Nakalagay dito any one of the following, pero dito sa efficiency, dapat meron kanyang apat na yan. Timeliness, all four presented MOVs were accomplished within the prescribed PMES space. No, so pwede tayo mag-seek ng help sa mga mentors natin para magawa itong mga ito. Okay. So, yan po yung mga non-classroom observable indicators na kailangan nating i-prepare for school year 2025-2026, no? Dapat alam na natin siya at hindi tayo nai-stress mag-prepare kung kailan fourth quarter niya, tsaka natin hahanapin at tsaka tayo gagawa. So, habang maaga pa ay gawin na po natin to kasi napakalaking factor na natin na nito sa ating application. And of course, professional growth natin, no? Para makapag-apply din tayo for higher teaching position. So, yun lang po. Thank you for listening. Sana ay nakatulong ako sa inyo sa pagpe-prepare nyo ng inyong mga non-classroom observable documents, no? Or itong PMES documents natin for non-classroom observable indicators. Thank you so much!